What's up, guys? Andrew here, wagertalk.com with another CFL Every Game on the Board podcast. We'll keep this very quick, give out some picks, and keep this streak rolling. I know, guys, NFL is here. College football is here. Does not mean we will stop making money in the CFL. I'm now on a 13-3 run with official client plays in the CFL over at wagertalk.com off a 3-0 sweep last weekend. 4-0 if you count the free play with the Argonauts. Let's keep this thing going. Guys, use the deal at my page on wagertalk.com. Get all of my NFL plays, sides, totals, props. I'll throw in the rest of the CFL season for free. If you don't want to do that, you don't want to buy any plays, no problem at all. Show some love by hitting the thumbs up on this video. Share it to your friends or comment below and let me know what you think and if you agree with my plays or not. Let's get right into the video. We've got 4 games this weekend, of course, as usual. 3 games on Saturday, 1 game on Friday. We'll start things off with Hamilton and Ottawa going head-to-head in the very first game. Current number, -4 for the Ottawa Redblacks, the road underdogs, +4 Hamilton. Total sits at 47.5. And guys, I'm going to go with the under in this ball game. I understand it's 2 defenses that can certainly get sliced apart, but you know, we saw a big performance out of Hamilton offensively against BC. That was an anomaly. I mean, I haven't seen that out of them all season long. Ottawa, they showed great signs offensively for a few weeks with Dustin Crum, but it seems like they might have fallen apart just a little bit. And to me, this is one of those numbers that I think is just a little bit too high for 2 teams that might run the ball quite a bit and might settle for some field goals versus going for that touchdown instead. So 47.5, a little bit high for a game involving these 2 clubs, in my opinion. That's what we'll go with for game 1 this week in the CFL. Keeping things going down the line, the Alouettes and Argonauts going head-to-head here. We've got, of course, the Argonauts being the favorites. They're favored by 10.5 points. Total at 52.5. Of course, that one is the highest total on the board. And what did you guys hear? Do you guys hear that in the background? Oh, yeah, that's a dog barking. This is a good week to bet on the Montreal Alouettes, getting 10.5 points here. Toronto's good. They put up points in bunches every single week, but this is the kind of spot I want my money on Montreal. I've been saying that they aren't a good team against great teams. They're not really a team that will win games against top-tier opponents. But if you give me a number like 10.5 after the few weeks that Montreal has had, this is where I step in and say, all right, I'm taking the underdog here. I feel like they can compete, keep things within 10 points, and Montreal is in a position right now. They're looking to get things going again after a couple up and down weeks of play they had, and they certainly have the talent to put up points on Toronto's defense that looks kind of inconsistent as well. They're carried by their offense quite a bit. So we'll take the dog in that one, guys, plus 10.5 for the Montreal Alouettes. Let's keep things going. We've got a rematch from last week, the Roughriders and the Blue Bombers, the Banjo Bowl, as some people call it. Well, we saw Saskatchewan win outright last week, guys. I had plus 7.5 in my pocket, but guess what? This time I'm going the exact opposite direction. Took the home team last week, taking the home team this week, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Current number, -8.5. I know we missed that 7.5, which is why I'm doing this video a little bit later in the week. I wanted to get the numbers that are all settled down, but I still like the Winnipeg Blue Bombers to get the job done. We got a suspension now on Saskatchewan that will not help them at all. A lot of things went right for Saskatchewan. A lot of things went wrong. And I'll tell you what, the record ATS off a straight-up loss for Winnipeg when their next game is at home is out of this world. I want my money on Zach Collaros and that Winnipeg offense and the coaching staff off a loss like the one that they are off against Saskatchewan. Would not shock me at all, guys. I see this every single year. You know, we see these home and homes, these back-to-backs between rivals in the CFL. And the first game is usually the one that's the upset. And the second game, I look for the favorite to do what they should have done in the first place. Give me the Bombers, guys, here this week to get it done and bounce back in a big way against the Roughriders. Last game of the week, we've got the Calgary Stampeders. We've got the Edmonton Elks. Numbers at 48.5 as far as the total. -2 now for the Elks. Last week, my 5% play, which are 7-1 on the year, was on the over 46.5. We're now seeing the adjustment to 48.5. Guys, I don't see why this would change, why this game will be any different. That one flew over the total. It's two defenses that give up points in bunches, two secondaries that cannot hold up. They cannot handle man-to-man coverage. And I think that they're with 1 week of a break, there cannot be that much of a change. The coaching staff cannot implement that many differences that will really change the game as far as the total, in my opinion. We're going to go right back to it. We're going to go up and over with Calgary, Edmonton, playoff spots on the line, playoff implications, standings in the West Division on the line here. Edmonton blew that game away last week. They had a great first half. Second half was not there for them. I'm going to stick to the points. Let's go up and over in the last game of the week in the CFL. 1 game Friday, 3 games on Saturday to build your bankroll for the NFL. And then we'll cash tickets on Sunday in the NFL. Also, guys, use the promo code AM30 at checkout at my homepage to get 30 days for $199. That's AM30. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching these videos. I know probably a lot of you guys like the NFL or college football more, but we're here to make money, and that's what we're doing in the CFL. 13-3 run. Guys, join me, wagertalk.com. If not, hit the like button anyway. I appreciate you guys for tuning in.